Gentlemen, first leg, Michael to throw first. Game on.
Raymond van Barneveld couldn't stop MVG. John Michael, the record-breaking, history-making 14-time champion of Greece, couldn't stop MVG. Can Simon the Wizard Whitlock stop MVG?
Well, he'll have to produce a lot more power scoring like that if he's to stand any chance. But Michael van Gerwen has delivered so much this weekend. Big scoring. Excellent on the doubles throughout the weekend, you have to say as well. Big checkouts. 164 against Barney in that quarter-final.
101.
Threatened a 9-dart leg as well in leg 6 of that match. It's all looking good for the two-time champion of the German Darts Masters, looking to make it a hat-trick, as I say. But Simon Whitlock looking to make the most of his first European Tour semi-final since reaching the last 4 of the European Darts Grand Prix in September of 2014. He's not reached a final since July of 2014.
Michael van Gerwen is going to get a dart at double 5.
Game
and it's a 12-dart opener for MVG.
Second leg, Simon to throw first.
Simon Whitlock had given himself a chance there. He was Shanghai finished for a 12-darter of his own to break in the very first leg, but Michael van Gerwen just slamming the door in his face. And he's in there again.
100.
MVG is quite capable of maintaining this level of performance right the way. We said that after his first round win, where admittedly he averaged 110, and we thought, well, look, it's very good, but he can do better. He did do better. He averaged nearly 111 in the next game. All right, the average dipped, but the performance against Raymond van Barneveld is absolutely irresistible in the quarterfinals. Cristo Reyes had a 5-leg spell from MVG, where we saw his lead of 3-1 just destroyed
thin air
in moments.
Room in between.
118.
In control already, you feel, in this match.
That's his 11th maximum of this weekend, Michael van Gerwen.
42. Michael require 124.
We were both surprised, weren't we? Just the one against John Michael, yet an average of 110.12. That's the measure of the match.
58.
Did not miss much. Well, he leaves himself 66 after 12 darts. The Wizard needing a couple of trebles.
First 9 average against Reyes, by the way, was 121.7. And Whitlock, well, might not be enough here. Michael van Gerwen looking at double 18 for a 2-0 lead. Ooh, well, maybe, just maybe. Whitlock allowed back in here, had the door slammed in his face in the first leg. Door's ajar here, though.
Treble 14. Oh, he's just slipped into the treble 11, and well, Whitlock has thrown 18 darts in this leg and not got a dart at the double, and Michael van Gerwen to punish him on double 9, 1 for double 4. Well, he comes downstairs, 7, which leaves him double 1, and that will do very nicely.
Michael van Gerwen, third leg, Michael to throw first. Game on.
Just so versatile, isn't he? Just looks so comfortable moving around the board there from A to B to C. It was all over the place, but it was just almost inevitable that double 1 would go. He always looked in control. It was not a problem, despite missing with that first dart on double 9. MVG
140.
ticking along very nicely indeed here.
We only have to look at the head-to-head records and you can see the pattern. MVG absolutely dominating, and certainly dominating over the last few months and indeed years. He's won the last 4 meetings. He's won 14 of the last 15. The one that Whitlock did win was back in October in Ireland, on his way to his first of 5 titles in the last 6 months. It was perhaps a victory that sparked or helped spark this renaissance from Whitlock. Convinced him that he could go on. He's just beaten the best player in the world and then went on to win the title.
57.
But you've got to go back 4 years for another win for Whitlock against him. it has just been
140. Simon, you require
defeat after defeat
164.
after defeat, apart from that victory in Ireland for Simon Whitlock. Now then, needed another for a dart at the bullseye, and MVG is going to get 2 darts for a 3-0 lead and to put 1 foot in the final.
Game shown the third leg.
Almost as sure as night follows day, he takes out double
Simon
16.
throw first. Game on.
Yeah, 6 from 8 on his doubles against Michael, 6 from 8 against Raymond van Barneveld as well.
But
Whitlock, in flashes, is producing good moments like this, but he just needs a lot more because Michael van Gerwen is coming right back at him.
120.
He looks almost baffled as to how that happened. The flight stayed on the board, the stem came down, the flight's joined it now on the floor.
It's the wrong bit of the dart that needs to stay in the ball, Michael. You need the pointy bit in the ball. The flight, you don't get anything for. You get something for this, though, don't you?
140.
I thought for a moment that it was on. I couldn't tell where that second dart had landed.
Well, more points on the floor here, Michael van Gerwen.
Well, Van Gerwen at this rate might have to win this game with just throwing 2 darts per visit. I wouldn't put it past him, I have to say. But it is easier if you throw all 3.
41.
Still Whitlock's leg to lose.
Oh, hang on. Oof. Well, a 180 would have left 156, when in this kind of mood is very gettable for Michael van Gerwen. Whitlock's looking at a 140.
Oh,
he knows he's got 2 visits to see it off, but he's not.
he's not
made
making
it
it
easy.
easy for himself. No, he could have been a lot smoother this, and Michael van Gerwen is now closing in.
100. Simon, you require
2 darts
100.
away potentially, but so too is Simon Whitlock here.
Absolutely miles in front of this leg, Simon Whitlock. Now it's level pegging, and he's tempted to go tops. I think he will. That's why he's moved over. Yeah, that was the route.
60.
But Michael van Gerwen, if he hits single 20, he'll go double, I think. It's double 18 for double top. Oh, not to be on this
56.
occasion. Seen him take that out so many times. But Simon Whitlock to get a leg on the board, just something to build upon.
Game shown.
And there it is.
Flag. Simon Whitlock, 5th leg, Michael the throw first.
Well, whether that will prove to be a turning point remains to be seen. I suspect it will not deter Michael van Gerwen from pressing on and rattling in another 180, the 5th of the match. Whitlock, though, more than capable of coming up with one of his own. The crowd think it's in. I don't think it is.
140.
Confirmed by the Aussie himself there.
Yeah, now.
What was
No,
that?
no,
Oh, there
mate.
he is. Oh, it's like he sat next to me.
83.
Whitlock, a former European champion, of course. The one major title that he has managed to claim in his career. He's made a number of finals. He was the first man to make the final of both the Lakeside and the PDC World Championship, beaten in the final on both occasions, of course.
'81.
Just a quick look across. I'm not really sure what he was checking.
140.
Just checking his own score. Might have been on autopilot, just in scoring mode. He knew Russ Bray hadn't called "you require," so he knew he had to score. Just wasn't quite sure what it was. Just hammer that
60.
treble 20.
Michael
Whitlock
required
on 120.
40.
Will he get a go at it?
Game
No, he won't.
shown, the 5th leg.
As MVG
Michael
completes a
Van Gerwen,
14-dart
6
leg on
Simon
double
the front
top.
first.
And he
Game
edges
on.
closer to a showdown with his countryman Jelle Klaassen in the final of the Happy Bet German Darts Masters.
A player he beat 6-1 in the semi-finals in Hildesheim at the end of the match.
140.
A player he has made it his business to not only beat, but absolutely destroy on a number of occasions on the European Tour. That is a 177 for Michael van Gerwen, and I think he sensed that place in the final.
And of course, he is looking for a 15th European Tour title
60.
of his career. The 14th came in Sindelfingen last year.
That
It's devastating.
And he already has the tricky treble 19. Michael Van Gerwen and Simon Whitlock, and indeed Michael Smith, have all threatened to produce the 9-darter this weekend. Michael Van Gerwen has left himself 144 to produce perfection in Jena.
We didn't even get the 7th perfect dart.
120.
The crowd feels shortchanged.
They are right to boo. For this,
Numerous 7 darts of perfection this weekend. But Simon Whitlock, once again,
94.
showing his penchant for a bull. But he's still 70 away. Double 12 here for Van Gerwen for 5-1. Getting further away, Michael. Come inside. Too much.
well, he'd have been rubbish on the double 12 anyway. It's a good job he didn't get our hopes up with a 7th and 8th perfect dart.
He's done that a few times as well. Missed the double 12 for a 9-dart finish.
The old treble 14, double 14 route for Whitlock. In the end, he gets one at tops, and that's all he needs. And Michael Van Gerwen starting off with 6 perfect darts, but unable to get the leg in the bag. And Simon Whitlock has just closed the gap again. But it is still a Herculean task that stands before the Hampshire-based Australian.
Because despite losing that leg, Michael Van Gerwen is at times serenely gliding through this match into the final here in Jena. Maybe add this city to the list of venues where he's tasted European Tour success.
Well, it's perhaps important to note that Michael Van Gerwen is leading this 4-2. He's averaging almost 104, but he's only hitting round about 1 in 3 of his darts at doubles. Simon Whitlock, though he's averaging 96, he's only had 2 darts at double. He's taken them out.
Yep. So when he's got there,
but he's just not getting the opportunities. There you see, 100%. Good start. But that is the sort of stuff that is really, really hurting him. Because he's just not getting there. He's 300 points behind.
Michael Van Gerwen is just a big roadblock for Simon Whitlock here as he looks to get himself into position. Look at the deficit here.
95. Michael require 30.
Well, he'll have to wait his turn.
I like that.
I just thought for it, he's just going to throw it randomly just to see where it would go.
Just swing the arm around. It's like one of those boxers for a big sort of showboat punch. Just swing it around before you actually throw it.
Hang on a moment, though. If Van Gerwen does fluff his lines on double 4, Whitlock, well, 2 darts away potentially from stealing this leg to make it 4-3, and Van Gerwen will just have to watch his step.
The 7th leg.
But he needn't worry.
Van Gerwen.
And the fans of Michael Van Gerwen needn't worry either.
Game on.
It is 5-2, but there was just a chink of light there for Simon Whitlock.
Well, Van Gerwen, over the course of this tournament, has been outstanding on his doubles. He finished superbly against Raymond van Barneveld. He didn't miss much against John Michael or indeed Cristo Reyes. A few more missed against Cristo Reyes. But
61.
Here, against Whitlock, he has missed a few doubles, and his average would probably be right up there in the 107, 108 mark had he not missed so many. He could finish like he had in previous games. As it is, it's a comparatively poor 99.5 for MVG, and maybe Jelle Klaasen waiting in the wings will take some solace from that. But then again, he's firing in so many 180s and 170s there.
It's crept back up. Don't worry, he'll end up with a surplus average here.
Well, the averages matter not. The victory does, and it looks as if Michael Van Gerwen is racing towards it, because this should leave him the biggest one of the lot.
And it would be in keeping with Michael Van Gerwen and the way he plays his darts to finish it with a
100. Michael, you require 170.
To apply a nice little gloss to what has been a very, very effective performance, but it won't be.
130.
As setups go, is pretty much spot on.
Yeah, hit the ball for good measure. That is a loose one, we'll say, for Simon Whitlock, who's left himself the 170, but I'm not sure he's going to get a go, because Michael Van Gerwen double 10 now. Double 5.
Game
And there it is, Michael van Gerwen. Nobody has been able to get close to him so far this weekend in Jena. The world #1 is through to the final of the Happy Bet German Darts Masters, and he will take on a former world champion in Jelle Klaasen. These two have gone toe-to-toe so many times on the European Tour over the last 18 months or so, and the vast majority of them have been dominant victories for MVG. If he can produce another one, it will cap a perfect weekend for the world #1, who's roboting his way off the stage. For Jelle Klaasen in search of his first Euro Tour title. If he's been watching this, he knows the size of the task he faces. We will be back. There'll be a gap about 15-20 minutes or so before the final. It's an all-Dutch affair as MVG takes on Jelle Klaasen here at the Sparkassen Arena in Jena.